So what are the different links that you can use to help your students prepare for the CAASPP assessment? Once you're in your TOMS platform, you have 3 different platforms where you can go to either direct instruct or assign independent or group practice for any of the levels that you're teaching. Your test administrator interface you've already been in. Let me close some of these out so that they're not confusing. You've already been in, which is where you have gone to administer the interim assessment. The interim assessment viewing system is strictly that. It is a system for either you or your students to go in without having to log in and practice assessments. You can choose whatever grade level you are teaching or you want your students to practice. If you're at the high school and you pick high school, it gives you more options than if you were to just choose the individual grade level. Once you do that, you can do whole group instruction where you're focusing on looking at a test item and allowing your students to either respond individually or in a group or as a whole class using whiteboards, for example, by having them write what their response is and whatever their choice is here and show it to you all at once. This works for the lower grade levels, but also for the higher grade levels as well. So once again, that is the interim viewing system. The practice and training system allows you to set up a practice or training session where you see your school and you're going to choose practice or training. Practice allows the students to practice the types of questions that they might see on the interim assessment or the summative assessment. You start your practice session and have your students join. This is the session ID that you would give them. If you're doing a training session, the training session allows the students to train on the platform. What does the platform look like? How do I navigate through the different features of the platform? So again, the difference between training and practice. Training is about the platform and practice is about the questions. You can also have the students work on these either together or individually. The other way to use the test administrator interface itself, the one that you use for the IABs, is to administer an IAB that is non-standardized. So once you select the IAB that you want to give, you would give it as a non-standardized IAB. In this manner, you could allow the students to work in pairs, to work in groups, to reinforce that collaborative learning, or you can do it as a small group instruction where you are working with them, helping them solve the problems so that they are getting practice in the problems and in the platform as well. So those are 4 ways that you can use the 3 different platforms within your TOMS system. The test administrator as a standardized or non-standardized assessment, the interim assessment viewing system, and the practice and trainings tests. I hope this was helpful.